It almost feels like time was easier back when I was a kid rather than being an adult. And I know that sounds stupid because I was a kid. So clearly, I'm not gonna have to do things like work or pay taxes and do stuff like that. It's really just going to school, eating mom's lunch that she packed, and just worrying about getting good grades. But like time then just was like more enjoyable. Like video games were still fun, you know. I'm not just only playing Minecraft because realistically, like Minecraft is the only game that I get any sort of enjoyment out of anymore. Almost because like games nowadays just aren't fun, and it's just like it's sad. It really is, you know. Snacks and food was better. Like I drank a Capri Sun earlier today. I had a sandwich. You know, my mom made me a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and you know she gave me the Capri Sun with the barbecue lays. And you know, I was drinking it. It kind of brought me back to when I was a little kid, and that Capri Sun just wasn't hitting. That sandwich and the chips combo just wasn't doing it like it used to back when I was a 7 year old. You know, playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl in the living room with my big brother and my uncle. Like it's something that like I think being a kid, it's almost like the innocence of the world and just not being really aware of what's going on around you kind of helps you get really immersed into what's just right there in front of you. It really is. And there's certain times where I can get like that. Like, you know, when I haven't played Skyrim in a long time, I do enjoy, you know, the 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 excitement of the nostalgic feeling I get when I play a new run of Skyrim vanilla with no mods. But like everything else, I just don't get it anymore. And I don't know if it's because you know I've lived enough to realize that life isn't so peachy as I thought it was. But I'd honestly do anything to be a kid again, to go back to fifth grade, staring outside the window on a rainy day, just thinking about how now I have to be inside on recess and play Yu Gi Oh! Or Bakugan with my friends. You know, I miss things like that, you know, getting off the bus or about to hop on the bus to go back home, and me and my friends are talking about the new Minecraft update that just dropped today by the Gaming Lemon. You know, I just miss these little moments that I'd never really enveloped myself in until now that they're almost gone. They're just memories in my brain that I can just look back on and just think like, you know, things were different then. Living situations were different then. The people I was around, the people I spoke to, the things I did. Life was just different then. And it's almost like I don't know if it's because of the situations that change or the cognitive, you know, upgrades that you get as you live longer. But you realize that I don't know. It just doesn't. It's just not the same. It really isn't. You know, going out with your friends, hanging out, playing manhunt, sleeping over, watching scary movies. It's just not the same. Especially like, because realistically, like a lot of your friends, you almost kind of separate in a way. So like you're friends now, but you might not be friends then. Everything just ends almost. Because when you're an adult, you kind of almost already lived through all that stuff. So all that's left for you is to what? Just work your life away until you're gone in a casket. It's I don't know. It's depressing almost. Like there's is that really it? That's all that there is. There's no hope really. You know, you try and you try every day, and is there no going? You know, I always hear that, you know, money doesn't buy happiness. But I always hear those words uttered by people that have enormous amounts of wealth. Well, how would you know if money doesn't buy happiness, if you never really lived through anything eventful to trigger your unhappiness, you know? Because money may not, make you happy, but it can damn well make other people around you happy and put you in happier situations. And you definitely know that any financial problems won't be your thing because you have the monetary amount to solve it. So it's almost just like it's just garbage. It's baloney. It's malarkey hearing it come out of those types of people's mouths. That I heard someone say that if you're born going 65 miles an hour, you would never notice you're going 65 miles an hour because you're just used to it. Versus if you gradually build up to going 65 miles an hour, you'll feel the speed increase and you'll remember, how fast and where you're at. So it's just something to think about. And in times right now, times just suck. Everything just sucks. And I'd go back to being a kid if I could. Just for, even if it was for a week. One day isn't enough. I need like a week, even a month or a year. I'd almost be like, well, maybe a year might be overstaying my welcome, because then it just be like you're doing all this, then you have to leave. But like a week or a month feels a little bit more like you get to really feel like you're getting the most out of being there again. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting just to talk about because it's something that's definitely been on my brain for the longest because I just can't fathom the idea of life just being so crappy. It's almost just it's very depressing, and hopefully there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel or something that just gets you going. Let's see, maybe one day we'll figure that out.